Washington Commanders. And our home team on Sunday Night Primetime. On that visitor's sideline, you get a look at the Washington head coach. These guys got it done in the 4-5 game last week. They face another tough one on the road here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, the #1 seed. The extra week to get ready. We'll see if they're rusty at all. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Mike, when we pulled into the parking lot this morning, I mean, the place was packed. These fans have been looking forward to this game for weeks. They're well-rested coming off the bye. Best team in the conference all season long. They understand they're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl.
Right at the outset, he lost the football. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
After talking to him...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. They might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a first carry for their running back, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get about 5. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. recovery. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. They'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
He'll drop to throw. He'll step, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons.
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs. And now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with the lead at home with the home crowd. And you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dragons are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw.
23-yard line.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Third, they need 8.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Tight end going in motion here. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. That's his first down of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
From the 43, it's second and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Back to throw. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 17.
They send the tight end in motion. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Slot man in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal coming up He takes this down to about the 5. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He's set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
At the 11-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, San Antonio.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Dragons will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's out of bounds. We're going to mark him at the 35.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
48-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He keeps it himself. A big play there on the scramble. Pick up a 46 yards.
Washington, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That's about as electric as it gets for the quarterback position. There's just frankly not a lot of guys in the league that are capable of making such a play. You could see when he turned into a runner, there was an extra gear in there, and when he was all said and done, he sets up 1st and goal.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. And that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3.
They'll take over.
The Dragons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on 1st down. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
The Commanders 1 yard.
From the 1, second and goal. Dobbins is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The PAT, up and good. And the Dragons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Commanders' offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick hitting slant there. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They face second down and 7. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
That one is good. And the Commanders will cut the lead down to 4.
And And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dragons offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms, and we head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. One half of football to be played here in the divisional round. In 2 more quarters, we'll know the championship game matchups. Let's take a look at what's happened so far. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This will wind up a touchdown. The Nighthawks are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. We are back at it with the third quarter. The Commanders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Crazy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 36-yard.
He'll get this out wide. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's on the play.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
To throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Dragons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Now it's Dobbins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
The throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
There, maybe a yard. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. The Dragons punt team unit comes out. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Commanders offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion, heading left. Fires quickly and is complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down, Washington.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Commanders.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air one more time. He'll step up and run this. A gain there of 21. Good for a Commanders first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score. Commanders 24. Dragons 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
First down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Going right, it's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Dragons getting their punt team out here. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Returnable from the 17. They cannot get away. Great job down there to hold them to a short return. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to keep it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he searches for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Now give on the ground, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Up the middle they go. And a good run there. We'll give him 5 yards. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Plays close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 34-yard line.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. And that will be a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Dragons 28, Commanders 24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the full. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he will hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
The quarterback on the sideline. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
26 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
This one complete right side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll look to set up the screen here.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ballgame is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The Dragons offense ready to take over possession of the football. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But one first down will essentially end the game. On the ground, here's Gobbles. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. To stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Second down, they need 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Commanders come up with it.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. It can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
So, here are the Commanders down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute to go. And what an opportunity this is. A chance to take a fourth-quarter lead with first and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Back to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It is picked up by the defense. Still on the move. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The extra point is up and through. And the Dragons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. We'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, first and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. They'll throw out of the gun. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1. Going to have a Commanders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. They'll come up now for second down. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they locked out another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.